Well, we're returning a lot of players, so there's a lot of continuity. We have graduated, two players that were, kind of the rocks of our defense and our serve receive for the last 4 years. So we're going to have some transition on defense. We have some new players, some returning players, and there's a lot of competition going on for those minutes in the back row. But I think across the board, we've got players that are experienced, they've been there before, and they know what it takes to be champions, and they want to do it again, and they want to do better this year than what they've done in the past.
I think that with all of us and then our incoming freshman class, I think we're all hoping that we're going to do even better than last year. And I think all of us are kind of really happy with the way the freshmen have been able to come in and play too. They're playing at like a really high level, and it's only the second day. So I think that'll help improve our team even further than last year, and hopefully they can replace the seniors that we lost. And obviously we have a really huge senior class, and we've already been here for 4 years, so we kind of know what to expect, and we're really like kind of mature on the court, and we know how each other play and stuff like that. So hopefully we can win the conference again and go even further in the NCAAs this year. Maybe
a few years ago we could sneak up on some teams, and we're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. And I think even most of last year teams knew that they were up for a fight when they were going to play Babson, so we didn't have anyone that we really caught off guard, I don't think. But I think going into NCAAs last year, getting to see what the level of play is at that tournament, one of the things I think what surprised us is we're a lot closer to that elite group than we thought we were. I think my impression, I know most of the players' impressions were, we want to win the conference, get to NCAAs, and we sort of thought there was this really elite level above us, that it was going to take a huge jump to make that next step. And I think what we learned last year is that while Williams was a little better than we were last year, we're not that far away.
So I think that obviously every year we've been getting a lot better, and last year we finally kind of achieved like our big goal was like win the NEWMAX. Like all year we had like little signs with like win NEWMAX, win NEWMAX. And I know both of our seniors said it was great to like finally go out like their last year to win the conference championship for the first time ever. And so I think this year we're going to kind of push our goals past that, and I think we really kind of wanted to make it to the final 8 in the country, and I think that it would kind of be a little disappointing if we didn't do as well as we did last year. We kind of like want to go out on top with our last year, all 7 of us.
We do have a lot of seniors who have been big players from day one, freshman starters, now they're going to be senior starters, and it's not that we say that we would owe them something as much as, they want it for themselves, and they don't want their junior year to be their best year. They want to get better every year, and I think, we've preached every year try to get a little bit better, and I think that's been part of what they're about. And, for us it's been about a process and about trying to get better every day, and that doesn't change because we had a good year last year. We still want to get better, and our focus each day in practice is to get better. And I think, preaching this idea of, every day practicing really hard and competing so that, when we are in a big moment, we're not trying to raise our game to that big moment. We're just trying to execute the same way we do day in, day out. And I think, they've bought into that mentality from day one, and I think that's the mentality we have now.
Personally, I kind of like that people think that we're like the target. Like we just got picked first to finish in the preseason poll. And so I think that people are going to come in obviously and like play really hard against us, like we tried to play against like Springfield and Wellesley and those teams in the past. So I think everyone will still go out with the mentality like that we want to win and we want to stay on top, and I think it's kind of like a little confidence booster to know that like this team wants to beat us, like we're the team to beat.
Well, I think if we were looking at it that we wanted to maintain, it might be tougher because that would put us in this different mindset, but we're not really trying to maintain, we're trying to get better. I don't think anyone, anytime you end your season with a loss, it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. And even, when you have a championship in your conference, you go off and you still, that last game, there's disappointment and there's frustration and there's what ifs and everybody looking at, what could I have done better? And I think we remember what it felt like to lose at Williams in the NCAA tournament, and we don't want to have that happen again. We want to win, we want to go further. And so we're still using, I think, the same mentality. We're not going to try to maintain anything. We want to get better.